guys, it's time for another episode of So You Like, my monthly recommendation show where I give you ideas for things that you might like based on a piece of media that I have consumed recently. This month's episode is based around the Star Wars Clone Wars TV show from a couple of years back. The first thing I'm going to recommend based on Clone Wars is the Mistborn books by Brandon Sanderson, but specifically the Wax and Wane books, which are a sub-series within Mistborn. It gets quite confusing if you look in from the outside of the Mistborn and Cosmere and everything that Brandon Sanderson writes, to be honest, but this one's a particularly good one for Clone Wars watchers. The Wax and Wane books have a similar sort of pulp action feel to them, in that they're kind of set in a past time, and there's sort of pulp action sort of, and then our heroes did this involved in it, and it's really kind of interesting. The next thing I'm going to recommend is Forbidden Island, which has a very similar feel as well, in that it is also kind of pulp action. It's a game where you are trying to get onto this island, try and get all the treasures off it, and then run away again, off again, before it sinks. It's a really clever game, it's a cooperative one, and you've all got to try and work together to do this, and it's a very, very good game, and it does have that same sort of feel of pulp action to it, as both Clone Wars and Mistborn. So the third thing that I'm going to recommend is Eternal Empire, which is not going to be the most well-known thing at all, but it's a very interesting image comic book graphic novel series type thing, where these slave people, they find themselves having magic powers, where they can make flaming sort of laser swords appear out of thin air in their hands, and then decide to fight injustice. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Because it's basically Anakin Skywalker's story. There's a whole load of stuff to do with basically slaves and an evil empress, and it's very much reminiscent of the Zygerian Empire thing that happened in Clone Wars that I really found a very interesting set of episodes. I really enjoyed that arc. It's one that really ties in well with that, so check that out. Finally, the last thing that I want to recommend is New Menara, which is a game system for the Cypher system based around sort of being in the far future and finding technology that's so very indistinguishable from magic that they are basically the same thing at this point. A lot of similar things to the Star Wars series are in there, and it's a really clever thing, and I really, really enjoy it, so you should check that out as well. Okay, those are my recommendations based on Clone Wars. I would love to know what you think. Tell me if I missed anything that you think would be really, really good to have included in this video. I would love to know what you think, so let me know down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!